Created by Brett.
Yeah. Hey Brett, how can I make people mail free stuff to me?
So to answer this for you, I interviewed Corey Banks, who's a friend of mine who does product reviews and companies just send stuff to him.
Can you hear me? There are cars in the background. So you're an expert in that. You've been doing what? Equipment reviews.
Yeah, product reviews for equipment, music equipment, software.
Yeah, okay.
Sound files and samples and stuff like that.
Okay.
People put out sample packs, or they put out, any kind of music equipment, and I do reviews on it.
That's fantastic. And what's your channel name?
It's B-Boy Tech Report.
Right.
I haven't actually done video reviews yet. I do a lot of written reviews on bboytechreport.com.
Okay.
But there's video reviews coming very soon.
All right. So you heard it here first. Something.
No doubt.
Yeah. Companies actually do send you stuff.
They do. Basically, with my website.
Yeah.
It's kind of a beat maker's website. So if you make music and you make hip hop music, it's kind of like this beat maker's community. And so obviously that's a target market.
Yeah.
Right? So companies recognize that and they say like, hey, I have these products that totally appeal to your market.
Right.
So then what they'll do is they'll send you the product. Some people will send you the product and say, keep it, but review it.
Right.
Some places will send you a product and say, you got it for a couple of weeks or a month.
And review it.
Yeah. Right.
Do you reach out to companies?
I do.
Or do they just say, like, here's some stuff?
Both.
Okay.
I've had people just say, like, hey, we like your site. You want to check this out? Send me stuff.
Yeah.
I've actually, recognized stuff online as like, you know what? Or stuff that I actually use. And I'll reach out to the company and say, hey, blah, 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 this is what I do. And if you're interested, would you mind me reviewing your product?
So it sounds like there have to be... your videos have to be focused, or your website has to be focused, but you have to sort of establish yourself as somebody who reviews this and has, I guess, people come in there who would buy that kind of equipment.
Right. You have to have, obviously there has to be some level of credibility.
Sure.
Because, you can imagine if you had products to sell and then it's like people like, I just want free stuff. I'll just, let's just call this guy and see if he'll just give us free stuff.
Sure.
And there's a level of that going on in a lot of places.
Right.
But, once they see that there's legitimate reviews going on and, that there's views or there's, some sort of audience there, some credibility, they'll go for it.
Do you think it makes sense to say, when you're approaching a new company, to say, I've reviewed products for these other 5 companies, you can see the videos here, I'd love to review products for you.
Totally makes sense to do that. And I do the same thing for interviews. When I interview, say, people that design different products, or people that have invented things, or producers or sound engineers.
Right.
I'll use name recognition, like, hey, I interviewed blah blah so and so.
Right. Name dropping.
Yeah, name drop.
Really
go for it. I mean, you should. You just say like, hey, I did this for this product. I interviewed this person, and how you feel about that?
I'm not just some guy with a camera.
That's right. Let's do it. You want to partake, and then that usually goes back to the credibility thing.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So then at that point they'll consider it more serious. It's different for people that are doing products as opposed to like if you're approaching actors and actresses or musicians.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's what they do all day, every day. Right?
Yeah.
They're in interviews, that's part of their business.
Right.
People behind the scenes are really open, and that's the people who create things and sell products and invent things, right? They're the behind the scenes people.
Right.
They would love the opportunity to get their products in front of somebody and get themselves.
And for them, they probably have it in their budget, like, we are going to give out this many of our products as something that someone is supposed to review. So it's just in their budget, they're giving it out. It's not like, oh, I don't know, we can't spare this.
And the easiest way to get into it is with non-physical products.
Okay.
Right? So apps and software, sound, all those different things, right? So that's what happens. These people they have their overhead and their budgets, and they have projected promotion budgets or whatever, giveaways and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's not like they're taking physical product out of their inventory and giving away stuff.
Right.
They can give you a promo code for an app that you want to review.
Yeah.
And it costs them nothing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
They didn't have to pay a manufacturer somewhere and get physical parts to put together and ship it to you.
The product is already done, and all it takes is an email. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's
perfect.
So it sounds like just to sum up, so I don't take any more of your time, because we're at work, don't tell anyone. So it sounds like you establish yourself by doing some reviews first and showing that you have a niche, you have one focus, and that there are people who are going to come and look at your videos specifically for that.
That's right.
Then you approach companies and say, hey, I want to do a review of your product, and bunch of time, 9 times out of 10, you said, they will send it to you. And then after you've established that, then you start saying to new companies, hey, I've reviewed products for these other people.
And you use that
I'd
as
love
leverage.
to review yours too. Any other steps? Is
That's
that
it.
I'm awesome.
That's
I came up with that right away.
And then you'll get better at it as you go. So,
yeah.
There you go.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
All right.
Thanks.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. No, I'm going to edit the hell out of it.
One thing that didn't come up in the interview is how to pick the thing that you review. I mean, you should love it, and you might already have a bunch of that thing sitting around your room. But you can't say, I review Call of Duty. Because right now there's how many versions of Call of Duty out, and how often do they come out with a new one? So the company that produces Call of Duty can only send it to you when they have a new one. So you won't get much free stuff. That would be too narrow. And you can't say, I review everything. That's too broad. And companies won't think that you're just talking to people who buy their product. So decide like, I review puzzle games, I review stuffed animals, I review funny t-shirts, I review candy. So then you have a focus, but you still have plenty of companies that can send you plenty of stuff, and all new stuff is going to be coming out all the time that you can keep getting from the companies. So that's all the ideas I have for how to get people to mail you free stuff. If you have a question about anything, something, me, sports, end of the world, holidays, all of those, leave me a comment down in the thingy thing and maybe I'll answer your question next time.
Please share this vid